quick story time for y'all, right? Story time of when one example of how I knew God saved my life. Okay? So this happened. I'm gonna try to start from like my younger years and work my way up. So I had to be like 9, 8, 9, something like that. Excuse me. So I was spending the night at one of my friend's house, and we were friends since like kindergarten. So we were like family basically because her mom and my mom were friends. You know, our parents knew each other, and we were just mad close, like ever since kindergarten. So you figure I'm like 8, 9, something like that. So years has gone by, and I would always go by her house. I would always spend the night at her house. You know what I mean? Like we were legit like family, like me and all. Stop. And all, you know, her family, we were like family. So on this day, it was nighttime, so we were all asleep, and we were like, I want to say like a full size bed. It was like 3 or 4 of us in the bed. Me, my friend, and like 2 of her other cousins, because like I said, their family was deep. So whenever I spent the night, it was always like a sleepover. It was a lot of us. I mean, like kids all over the house. And they had a big dog, a German Shepherd, K9, big police type dog, okay? And I wasn't afraid of the dog. Well, a little bit. I was afraid of the dog a little, but not to where I was afraid to move around the house. Like, I went wherever I wanted. I came in and out. Like, I really didn't pay the dog no mind, but I wasn't friendly with the dog. Like, come here and petting the dog. And, you know, I wasn't like that type with the dog. But the dog knew me clearly because I've been around, like, since forever. And I was comfortable around the dog, but I still was like, you know, not super friendly with the dog, but whatever the case may be, right? So on this night, we were all asleep in the bed, and like music was playing, you know, because it was a party. Like it was always something fun going on. And her mom didn't drink, but her dad drank. And some nights he would get violent. Sometimes he would just get straight up violent, like domestic violence, craziness. But usually it would be like when we were asleep, so we would just wake up hearing it or whatever the case may be, but not too much in front of us. So I just so happened to wake up because I had to pee so bad. Like my stomach was killing me. I had to pee. And he's in the corner with her mom. The dad is in the corner with the mom, had her choked up, like head to the ceiling, choked all the way up, right? And he had a machete in his other hand, like, I will kill you. I will effing kill you. Don't play with me. I'll kill you. Da-da-da-da. I mean, he just kept saying it. And you know, like, I'll kill you, whatever. And her eyes were, like, closed, and she was, like, looking up to the ceiling, like, she was crying or whatever. And he was twizzy, like, I don't know what he was on, but he was on something. So we're all in the bed. Everybody sleep but me. Of course, I would wake up in the middle of, like, a nightmare scene going on. And I really had to use the bathroom. So they ended up taking the fight into another room. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get up and go to the bathroom. I'm trying to move and hope somebody else wake up so they can call me to the bathroom, or at least somebody else is up. Nobody woke up. When I tell you, they was out cold. So I'm looking like, okay, the coast is clear. Like they still fighting or whatever, but they further away from me, and the bathroom is literally right next to the room. But the freaking dog is standing right there by the bed. Not even by the bed, like by the door, like in the doorway, like staring at me. So she looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and she looking at me, and I'm looking at her. But the dog would not, like, she would not look away from me. And I'm hoping she would stop looking at me, but she was scaring me. And mind you, like I said, I wasn't scared of the dog to where I was afraid to move around the house. That dog would not move. That dog put the fear of God in me, looking at me like, you better not think about getting up out of that bed. You better not get up. I don't care how bad you gotta pee. Don't you get up. You better hold it, or you better pee on yourself, because you better not get up out of that bed. That's what the dog was saying to me. I could feel it. But I really had to go to the bathroom. Like, it was hurting me so bad that I really wanted to cry, because that's how long I was holding it. Like, it woke me up out of my sleep. I had to go to the bathroom. And I'm looking. I'm hoping the dog will move or stop looking at me so I can sneak out. Dog ain't never moved, y'all. She never got out the way. She never stopped looking at me. In fact, she sat down. She sat down. And I'm just looking like, oh my gosh. Like, I felt like every time I closed my eyes and opened my eyes, like the dog would eventually just move. But in my mind, every time I closed my eyes and opened my eyes, she got closer to my face. Like, I'll close my eyes, open my eyes. She was closer to my face. So now I'm like, oh man, like, she not gonna move. So I had to fake sleep. To eventually, I went to sleep for real. So that's how I knew God saved my life. Okay? God told that dog, don't let her get up out of this room. Don't let her get up out of this bed. Because God knew, I feel in my heart, as I got older, I'm like, yo, God saved my life. Like, not saying that I would have got killed or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. But I knew that God put that dog there to keep me from going out there.